The brain is the most complex and fascinating organ in the human body. It controls everything we do, from breathing and moving to thinking and feeling. It is the source of our intelligence, creativity, and personality. But how does it work? How does it enable us to perceive the world, learn new things, and express our emotions? If you are ready, let's dive into the fascinating world of brain science together. Join us by hitting the subscribe button and never miss out on our latest content. The brain, an intricate network of billions of neurons, serves as the body's ultimate command center, orchestrating a symphony of thoughts, emotions, and actions. Within its vast expanse, neurons communicate through electrochemical signals, forming complex circuits that underpin every aspect of human experience. This remarkable organ is divided into distinct regions, each with its own specialized functions. The frontal lobe, situated at the front of the brain, governs high-level cognitive processes such as planning, decision-making, and personality expression. Meanwhile, the parietal lobe, located towards the top of the brain, is responsible for spatial awareness, attention, and sensory perception. Moving deeper into the brain, we encounter the temporal lobe, which plays a pivotal role in memory formation, language comprehension, and emotional regulation. Finally, nestled at the back of the brain, lies the occipital lobe, dedicated solely to processing visual information. Yet, the brain's complexity extends beyond these primary regions. It also encompasses a myriad of smaller structures, each contributing to specific functions vital for our survival and well-being. The cerebellum, for instance, coordinates precise movements and maintains balance, ensuring smooth motor control. Meanwhile, the brainstem serves as a regulatory hub, overseeing essential bodily functions like breathing, heart rate, and sleep-wake cycles. Delving deeper, we encounter the thalamus, acting as a relay station for sensory and motor signals, and the hypothalamus, which regulates hormones and maintains internal balance. The amygdala, known for its role in processing emotions, particularly fear and aggression, interacts with the hippocampus, crucial for learning and memory formation. Amidst this complexity, the brain exhibits a remarkable capacity for adaptation and change, known as neuroplasticity. Throughout life, it continuously rewires itself in response to experiences, learning, and environmental stimuli. This phenomenon not only shapes our individual identities, but also holds the key to recovery from injury and disease. The brain, a marvel of complexity, is comprised of billions of neurons, the fundamental building blocks of its communication network. Neurons, highly specialized cells, possess the remarkable ability to transmit and receive electrical and chemical signals, forming intricate networks that underpin our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Each neuron comprises three essential components: the cell body, akin to a control center, the axon, serving as a conduit for signals away from the cell body, and dendrites, resembling branches that receive signals from neighboring neurons. When neurons converge, they establish connections known as synapses, where communication occurs. At these synapses, signals are transformed into chemical messages released as neurotransmitters into the synaptic gap. The neurotransmitters then bind to receptors on neighboring neurons, initiating a cascade of signals along their axons. This process, repeated incessantly, creates complex pathways essential for storing and transmitting information. Neurons do not operate in isolation but instead organize into groups known as neural networks. These networks comprise neurons with shared functions, such as sensory perception or motor control. Furthermore, neural networks interact, forming larger, more intricate systems that integrate diverse information and facilitate higher-order functions like language, cognition, and problem-solving. One method of assessing neural network activity is through recording brain waves, the rhythmic patterns of electrical activity detectable on the scalp via electrodes. Brain waves vary in speed and amplitude, reflecting different states of consciousness, from wakefulness to deep sleep. They encompass four main types: alpha waves, associated with calmness and relaxation; beta waves, indicative of focused attention; theta waves, linked to creativity and intuition; and delta waves, prominent during deep sleep and restorative processes. The communication within neural networks is further modulated by hormones, chemical messengers synthesized by glands and circulated in the bloodstream. Hormones exert profound effects on mood, motivation, memory, and behavior by influencing neuronal activity and receptor sensitivity. Key hormones include cortisol, implicated in stress response and equilibrium; dopamine, central to reward and pleasure pathways; serotonin, essential for mood regulation and well-being; and oxytocin, crucial for social bonding and trust. Neurons and neural networks serve as the brain's intricate communication network, enabling cognition and emotion. How thoughts and emotions are formulated in the brain and their impact on behavior and well-being remains a captivating area of study, offering insights into the essence of human experience. Thoughts and emotions, born from the intricate workings of our brain, wield profound influence over every facet of our existence. They mold our perception of reality, shape our learning and memory, fuel our motivation and aspirations, govern our social interactions and relationships, and profoundly impact our mental health and happiness. But how do they emerge within our brain, and how do they intertwine and interact? Our thoughts emerge as our brain processes incoming information from our senses, memories, or imagination. Different regions and networks within the brain specialize in various types of thinking, whether analytical, creative, or intuitive. For instance, the prefrontal cortex orchestrates planning, reasoning, and problem-solving, while the temporal lobe governs language and verbal cognition. Additionally, the parietal lobe manages spatial and visual thinking, while the right hemisphere excels in holistic and artistic cognition. Thoughts can range from conscious to unconscious, logical to illogical, rational to irrational, contingent upon individual circumstances and contexts. Emotions, on the other hand, arise from our brain's assessment of information, influenced by memories, beliefs, expectations, and goals. Distinct brain regions and networks generate and regulate an array of emotions, spanning happiness, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust. The limbic system plays a central role in emotion production and expression, with the amygdala detecting and responding to emotional stimuli, the hippocampus forming and recalling emotional memories, and the prefrontal cortex exerting control and regulation over emotions. Emotions can vary in nature from positive to negative, strong to weak, simple to complex, contingent upon individual experiences and circumstances. Thoughts and emotions are not discrete entities but rather intricately intertwined and mutually influential. They exert reciprocal effects, sometimes positively and at other times negatively, depending on individual contexts. Positive thoughts can bolster positive emotions, while negative thoughts can trigger negative emotions, and ambivalence or confusion can arise from mixed thoughts and emotions. Furthermore, thoughts and emotions significantly influence our behavior and well-being, shaping our actions, decisions, and reactions. Positive thoughts and emotions can fuel motivation, resilience, and effective stress management, while negative ones can impede progress, exacerbate difficulties, and compromise health. As products of our brain's activity, thoughts and emotions constitute the essence of our identity, actions, and feelings. Harnessing the power of our brain to optimize thoughts, emotions, behavior, and well-being represents a vital endeavor. Our brain is a powerful and amazing organ, but it is not perfect. It can make mistakes, forget things, get distracted, or get stuck in negative patterns. How can we use our brain better to avoid these pitfalls and enhance our performance and happiness? There are many things we can do to protect and strengthen our brain, and they can be grouped into 4 categories: physical, mental, emotional, and nutritional. Physical activities, such as exercise, can boost our brain health by increasing blood flow, oxygen, and nutrients to the brain, stimulating the growth of new neurons and connections, and reducing inflammation and stress. Exercise can also improve our mood, memory, attention, and creativity. Mental activities, such as meditation, brain exercises, and mental training, can train our brain to be more mindful, aware, and focused by reducing the activity of the default mode network, which is involved in mind-wandering, rumination, and self-referential thoughts. They can also increase the activity of the prefrontal cortex, which is involved in executive functions, such as planning, decision-making, and emotion regulation. They can also enhance our well-being by increasing positive emotions, compassion, and empathy, and decreasing negative emotions, anxiety, and depression. They can also improve our cognitive abilities, such as memory, attention, logic, and problem-solving, by activating and strengthening different regions and networks of the brain. They can also prevent or delay the decline of our brain function by increasing our cognitive reserve and neuroplasticity. Emotional activities, such as expressing, regulating, and managing our emotions, can help us cope with stress, overcome challenges, and achieve our goals. They can also help us build and maintain healthy relationships by increasing social bonding and trust. They can also help us avoid or reduce negative emotions, such as anger, fear, or sadness, by using strategies such as reappraisal, distraction, or relaxation. Nutritional activities, such as eating well and sleeping well, can nourish and restore our brain by providing it with essential nutrients, such as omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, that can support the structure and function of the neurons and their membranes and protect them from oxidative stress and damage. They can also optimize our brain function by regulating the levels of neurotransmitters and hormones that can affect our mood, motivation, memory, and behavior. These are some of the ways we can use our brain better to improve our thoughts, emotions, behavior, and well-being. Brain research is one of the most exciting and rapidly evolving fields of science, as new technologies and discoveries are constantly expanding our knowledge and possibilities. What are some of the latest developments in brain research, and how can they help us understand and enhance our brain even more? One of the most promising developments in brain research is the field of artificial intelligence, or AI, which is the science and engineering of creating machines and systems that can perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, and problem-solving. AI can help us understand and enhance our brain by creating models and simulations of brain processes, such as perception, memory, attention, and emotion, and by developing tools and applications that can augment our cognitive and emotional abilities, such as smart assistants, chatbots, and brain-computer interfaces. Another exciting development in brain research is the field of neuroprosthetics, which is the science and engineering of creating devices and implants that can replace or restore the function of damaged or missing parts of the nervous system, such as neurons, nerves, or brain regions. Neuroprosthetics can help us understand and enhance our brain by providing insights into the mechanisms and principles of neural communication and integration, and by developing solutions and treatments that can improve the quality of life of people with neurological disorders or injuries, such as stroke, spinal cord injury, or Parkinson's disease. A third remarkable development in brain research is the field of neuroethics, which is the study of the ethical, social, and legal implications of neuroscience and its applications. Neuroethics can help us understand and enhance our brain by raising awareness and addressing the challenges and opportunities that arise from the advances in brain research, such as the privacy and security of brain data, the responsibility and accountability of brain interventions, the enhancement and modification of brain function, and the impact of brain research on human dignity and identity. These are some of the latest developments in brain research, and how they can help us understand and enhance our brain even more. They show us that the brain is not only a mysterious and fascinating organ, but also a source of endless potential and innovation. The mysteries of the brain persist, defying our attempts to fully comprehend its intricacies. Despite centuries of dedicated research, the brain remains an enigma, shrouded in layers of complexity. Neuroscientists tirelessly delve into its depths, seeking to decipher its intricate circuitry and understand the mechanisms underlying our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Moreover, the brain's resilience and capacity for adaptation further deepen its mysteries. From the remarkable plasticity that allows for learning and memory formation to the intricate networks that govern consciousness and self-awareness, the brain's complexities inspire on fascination. As we continue to explore the frontiers of neuroscience, each discovery brings us closer to unlocking the secrets of the brain. Yet, with every answer uncovered, new mysteries emerge, beckoning us to embark on an ever-deepening journey of discovery. The quest to unravel the mysteries of the brain is not merely a scientific endeavor, but a testament to the boundless curiosity and relentless pursuit of knowledge that defines humanity. Join us by hitting the subscribe button and never miss out on our latest content.